I queue up to play 5 versus 5. It should be 5 people against 5 people. I don't queue up to be someone else's little bitch. You know? That's not part of the game. It's like a lot of us, I'd say most of us are used to getting treated in a disrespectful way. The fact that you think that they didn't do anything wrong is just because you are conditioned. You're conditioned by your past experiences to accept disrespect. Fuck. Maybe the best way to get you guys to understand is that the reason people are being disrespectful to you is because they know you're a pussy and you won't do anything about it.
Bridge off, bridge one. Can you get the bridge?
If they knew I was gonna pick Symmetra after they're like, just pick his Hanzo. Okay, if they knew there was consequences to this, do you really think they would have done it? Of course not. And it just brings me so much pleasure that, for example, the other DPS guy at the end was so upset at me. It's like, bro, how fucking psycho do you have to be to think that way? It's like, bro, he's upset at me for disrespecting him after he disrespects me first. That's a telltale sign that this guy thinks he's above me, because he's allowed to disrespect me, but I'm not allowed to disrespect him. He's allowed to be unfair. He's allowed to treat me unfairly, but I am not allowed to treat him unfairly. To him treating me unfair is not unfair. Because he's above me, you know?
I can die. How's your hack?
It's just... It's a fucking video game, bro.
Да какой же слип?
You're stuck in childhood with that opinion, maybe grow up. Well, big reason why I take good care of my human rights is because I was bullied my whole childhood, you know?
Just Reaper.
I just took the disrespect all day, every day, and accepted it. But just because I was bullied doesn't mean that there's something wrong with not taking disrespect. It's like imagine.
Is there more behind?
We could take like a more extreme example. Like there's a lot of people who say that if there's a guy being sexist to you, you should just block them. Just don't care about them. Just block the guy when he's sexually harassing you. It's not a big of a deal. Just block him. And then you block him and he starts AFKing in spawn and shit like that. Because you're trying to take away his power. It's like, why are you still playing the game? No one is defending you. Everyone is just acting like there's nothing wrong with this guy sexually harassing you over voice chat. It's like, imagine if you told someone like, I was playing, like, if you tell your parents, like, I was playing a video game and I wanted to win so badly that even though my teammates were sexually harassing me, I just kept playing, trying to win. And then it's like, imagine how someone who doesn't care about video games at all would react to that.
Go for the rest, go for the rest.
And then you're gonna be like, well, that's a lot worse than what they did. It's not the same. Yeah, that is true. But that is the whole problem that I'm trying to explain. Is that you guys are conditioned to accept disrespect. Probably because you were bullied like me as well, or your parents treated you in a bad way. Like, no one ever taught you that you are worth more than that. You are an equal. Everyone in this world is an equal. Like, we're all equals. But for some reason, we are conditioned to take disrespect. And there's always just... The only reason you're conditioned to take disrespect is because there's been someone like the people in my team who did this to you. And when you said it's wrong, people around you were like, no, it's your fault. It's your fault that he's disrespecting you. You deserve it, blah, blah, blah. It's like, if you take out the part that it's not something that is like 100% serious. Or like, if you like focus on that part rather. It just gets so dumb, like why? It's like you wouldn't let someone like laugh at you and make fun of you in real life. Imagine you go to work and you need to do some kind of team thing. Team exercise or whatever it's called. Not team exercise, but like you need to do teamwork with people. You are all equals, you get paid the same, you've been at the work the same amount of time. And there's one person out of the 4 that just talks shit to you all the time. He's telling you to do his job, and he's telling you that you're the reason why the job is not moving forward. And the 2 other people are just maybe laughing, or they're just not reacting to it at all.
That's one, that's one.
Are you supposed to just take it? Like, would you really just take it? Maybe you would, because you don't want to lose your job. You know? What if this happened at your work, but you wouldn't lose your job? You would only lose 25 skill rating. Would you still let people walk over you like that? I don't like this not worth giving a reaction thing, because it's just something made up for the by the people who are the bystanders, who are too big of a pussies to call bad behavior out. You know, this like that's what like the people would say in this work story, who are the 2 bystanders in the team who just don't care, who just like don't react at all. They don't call out his shitty behavior. They're just gonna be like, bro, why didn't you just ignore him and swallow that disrespect, bro? Now you're causing an inconvenience to me as well, dude. If I was in your place, I would just be a little bitch and not do anything. So that's what you should do as well. You know, it's like, It's just... It's like, what does that even mean? Imagine someone spits in your face in public and you're just gonna not react. You're just gonna pretend he didn't spit on your face. Like, it's not worth giving a reaction to this guy, you know? And then you're gonna be like, but that's a lot different than just words. And yeah, yes it is. But my whole point is that it doesn't matter if there's a difference. The problem here is that you care about the difference. What the fuck is that movement? No. Few overgeneralizations and projections, but I understand your perspective. But then you don't understand my perspective. The overgeneralizations are intentional to make my point. Because I am talking about people like you. Talking about people who...
She's one, copy one,
who for some reason have built this threshold of how much disrespect is okay to take from someone before you're allowed to disrespect them back. Listening you preaching is boring as fuck. Are you fucking dumb, bro? Oh fuck, man.
The thing's one.
I fucked up.
Huge shutter, mate. Huge shutter.
Just knife me, bro. Oh. Imagine clicking into twitch.tv and getting literally 100,000 options, 100,000 possible streams to watch, and you are in my stream complaining about how shit my stream is.
Oh, my bad. I'm done at that point.
I know I can be a bit too aggressive and passionate about stuff like this, especially bullying. And it's like a lot of people are not ready to hear that. I should be more delicate about this this subject, because you know there are a lot of people like me who've been bullied and stuff, and they take disrespect every day and just accept it. And you know, admitting that you accept disrespect like that is gonna be just another humiliating thing you have to experience. But you shouldn't think of it like that. You should think about it in the way that you are taking power back. You are saying no more. No one else is allowed to disrespect you. I mean, I panicked because of the pistol, bro.
Fucking nation. Arrge, who fires his ultimate up into the air celebration.
Damn it.
I can shot.
Crap. Yo, Yamhulo, thanks for the primerino. Don't you think you're a hostage of your past? Everyone is. That's like... It just doesn't work that way. It's like you sound like you are trying to convince me that I am wrong, because if you accept I am right, then you have been a prisoner to your past this whole time, you know? Because you can't deny when I say that the only people who accept disrespect are the ones who are used to it. If you grow up in an environment where you get respected all the time, you wouldn't take any disrespect. You queue up into Overwatch and someone talks shit to you, you press Alt F4 and you leave. Because you're not gonna be helping someone. You're not willing to help someone who disrespects you, you know? So it's like, that's how I know that you are one of the people like me who have been conditioned to be okay with disrespect.
How would you know?
And like I said, it sucks. It's like, I'm not saying that you should like risk your job if someone disrespects you. Like, we're living in a society. You don't take risks that you don't have to, but you also don't take disrespect that you don't have to. It's a fucking video game. Yes, it's competitive mode. Yes, it's top 500. All this stuff, but it still doesn't make it okay for someone to disrespect you. And the worst part about that is that they disrespect you because they can. They are intentionally hurting you to make themselves feel good because they know you're too much of a pussy to do anything about it. Ooh. Nice. Cool. Should be a nice free win. They can't get ultimates fast enough. I prefer to use people who disrespect me to attain my own ends. Of course. Because that's what the people who disrespect you are doing as well. They are disrespecting you to make themselves feel better. Because they think that you won't do anything about it, that it's free. They can just disrespect you for free.
Bullshit.
No fucking way.
Line, Reaper backline.
I'm a psycho.
Nice.
It's like when you think like the worst disrespect someone has ever done to you, and you think like, why did they do it? Why does someone disrespect you? You will have two answers. And the first answer is because you deserve to be disrespected. And the second answer is it's because they can. They're doing it just for lulz. They're doing it because they know you won't do anything about it. They know that they can hurt you. They can hurt you to make themselves feel good, and you won't do anything about it. You're just gonna take it.
I wronged someone dear to me.
It's like we are all gamers here. Not saying that all gamers get bullied. It's just that higher percentage of gamers got bullied than let's compare to like pianists. Because if you get bullied in real life, you're more likely to get rid of the real life and replace it with like a game or something. Or not necessarily replace, but like escape the real life to another life. So I know there's a lot of people like me who got bullied. And yeah. It's really fucked up what bullying does to you. Like, you really start to accept that it's your own fault and shit like that. Especially because most, like, if it happens in school, for example, most teachers will just say it's your fault. That it's happening because you're reacting.
I can't see you,
to
Ryan.
the
I cannot see you
bullying
there,
or
Ryan.
whatever.
I can't see you.
So you just start to accept it, that it's, I got disrespect because I deserve it.
I'm pinning.
Bro. Oh. Bro, he wants me. The sad truth is that teachers don't get paid enough to care about the children. If you don't subscribe, you just won't see any of this channel's future videos because I'm not gonna put almost any effort into the thumbnails, which means it doesn't get recommended to people. So if you want a chance of seeing my future content, make sure you press that subscribe button here. Oh, and come check me out live since you watched this whole thing. That's basically the stream experience, so come hang out.